If she doesn't tell me where she spent the night, she's leaving my house. My wife said she was going for a night shift 4 days ago. I felt alone at home with our 9 months-old baby boy. So I decided to pay her a surprise visit at her place of work since her mother was around to help with her baby. It was late, but I just felt like doing it because of what she told me that she goes on break from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. She has complained a few times that she's not able to sleep. So I had just wanted us to have a drink and gist in the car to her break, both over if possible. When I got there, I was informed she wasn't on a night shift at all. She wasn't at work. I asked the lady to check well, and she was certain my wife wasn't on duty. That night, I called her number to find out where she was, but she didn't answer, so I thoughtfully drove home. I didn't tell her mother anything. I went straight to bed. I was so pissed I couldn't go to work the next day. She returned around 8 a.m. and was surprised to see me home. She asked why I didn't go to work, but I didn't speak to her. So when she was done taking her bath, I summoned her in front of her mother to tell us where she was coming from. But my wife insisted she went to work. We started to argue, so I asked her to call the hospital right there in front of her mother and I to confirm because I was there the previous night. She refused to call, saying if I didn't trust her, she had nothing to prove. I told her mother that if her daughter doesn't tell us where she went, they were both leaving the house that same day, and I left them. About an hour later, she came to tell me that she had decided to call the work so my doubts could be cleared. At that point, I knew she had managed to convince whoever she would have convinced to lie on her behalf already. So I told her not to call anybody, and she should tell me where she went. I gave her 24 hours to come clean, or she was leaving. The 24 hours ended, and she still didn't want to tell me the truth even after her mother asked her to. So I sent her out of the house this morning. Her mother has called people to come and beg me, but I'm certain my wife is hiding something. I could swear it. I know her, and I'm convinced she's up to something, so I won't take her in. Am I wrong, or am I doing the right thing? She did even let me check her phone when I asked to. So she's hiding something. Real people, real stories. Consider subscribing to Togetherly.